don't want to be anywhere near it, and its arm's still sort of falling down, and now it's like she's waving at you goodbye. So they just sort of crank it back up into the position so they can sort of stick it in the cupboard. DANGERFIELD, Dangerfield. Because apparently the problem with a lot of these sex dolls, and you know, they're not anywhere like real at the moment, is that the blokes who use them, when you've spuffed into one of their bonus holes, afterwards, I think you're going to feel really, you know, that weird switch. You know, back in my porn days, I'd have like 2 monitors, my mobile, an arc of magazines, you know, just as much, just waiting for the perfect moment on a 3-day sulfate wank. And all these images mean so much to me. I'm like, oh my God, oh yeah, like 4 days waiting, my balls are deflating like a balloon at the end of your nan's funeral. And then you're just looking at your life, you're just stuck there looking at, it's all still happening, you know, the 3 monitors, your phone, the arc of porn mags, and you're like, ey, and you just want to get rid of it as quickly as possible and pretend that isn't you. And there's apparently the blokes that do this, imagine how bad you'd feel after you've got Kelly and you've cranked one arm up here, the other arm's getting a bit loose at the rotator in the shoulder. So although you've moved it up, it's sort of flopped down. You keep, while you're humping it, it keeps just pulling out. So you're having to do that. But the problem is they spuff in them and they're so ashamed when they sort of pull out and look at their life that's staring back at them in all its 5th generation replicant unglory. What they don't do is clean it, and apparently you've got to do it immediately. You get a cleaning set with these dolls. No word of a lie. You get a special cleaning set with like a big brush to get. Now they don't do it because they don't want to be doing that, because they don't want to be anywhere near it, and its arm's still sort of falling down, and now it's like she's waving at you goodbye. So they just sort of crank it back up into the position so they can sort of stick it in the cupboard and just chuck it back under the bed or in the cupboard. And, you know, as they put it in the cupboard, they accidentally sort of engage its voice box. And as they're walking to the front room, it's going, I love you, Chris. Chris, I still love you. Chris, I love you. And you're thinking, where's that fucking coming from? You open the cupboard and she's there. I love you, Chris. Chris, I love you. I love you. And the battery's running out. Daisy. Stop, shut up. Now, that isn't even the worst bit. And the worst bit is next time they want to have a go, it's on. They're horny, and they don't want to have to clean her out first. Because they want to just, you know, let's go, let's start all that again, open the legs. No, but now they're putting their glands into a potentially infected, hot, dark, you know, talk about your own sloppy seconds 4 days later, grey mould growing. Doctor, why have I got mushrooms growing on my penis? In short, I started this conversation saying I can't wait for them to actually be convincing. And I've ended it with why they never will be convincing. Because my missus has a shower after sex. Sweet bitch!
sweet, sweet, my, sweet.